He just loves pets. Well, welcome everyone to Live at Lunchtime.
Yes, welcome.
Hi, I'm Alex.
And I'm Michelle. And Kristen is behind the camera.
Yes, we're all here. It is a warm day.
It is.
It is a warm December day.
We'll take it.
We'll take it, exactly.
We'll take it.
And we are here today with our two goats, Jakey right here, and Cello hanging out kind of half in, half out over there.
He's just checking everything out.
He's checking everything out. He's like, do you have treats? We do. We'll bring those out in just a minute.
We've kind of disturbed his lunch.
We have.
But Jakey doesn't care because he's getting neck rubs, which he loves.
They get their pets, and they love coming out to their attached area here because they have their little picnic bench that they love to climb on top of the table. They're allowed.
Yes, they are. Now, you may be wondering, why are we featuring two goats when we are equine advocates?
We are called equine advocates. What's that about?
Yeah, so Alex,
we love all animals.
We do. We love all animals. And Alex is going to give you a little bit of history about these two very inquisitive, wonderful 9-year-old pygmy goats that we have.
So while our organization name is Equine Advocates, and our main mission does revolve around rescuing and protecting equines and talking about educating the public on equine issues. Let's be honest, we love all animals here. And so I have affectionately dubbed, we love calling these guys our honorary equines because, own a key, which is right behind Kristen there. So, we have our horses here at the main barn that they get to see. So I don't know if sometimes they think they're just smaller horses or not, but they all get along.
Yeah, they
but
do.
Yes, so Jakey and Cello here, they actually are, we call them brothers. They were both born in 2013, and they are pygmy goats.
Yes, they are.
And so they are brothers. So they actually came here from Catskill Animal Sanctuary in New York. And they came here because we had, and we'll go into more detail, these aren't the only two non-equine residents we've had here at the sanctuary since we've established the sanctuary here in 2004, but they are our only two non-equines now. Yes. But we actually brought them in 2015, I believe it was, to be companions to another goat that was here.
Who lost
her companion.
Yeah.
So we brought Jakey and Cello in to be friends for them.
That's
and
right.
So, but yeah, no, as I mentioned, they are not our only, they aren't our only, what happened? They're not our only non-equines here that we've had. And actually what I've been holding here are some photos of some of the other non-equines, because if you go back, I think it's just so kind of cute, the story that we've had of, we talk about our rescue stories and our residents here, our equines. What's up, Chell? And how have we acquired non-equines here? So we're going to tell you a little bit about them and then get back to talking and hanging with Jakey and Cello. And if you've never come to the sanctuary, talking a little bit about them, but a little bit of the non-equine residents' history. So I have a photo here. Now this is Herbert, Nahid, and Momo. So these are 3 previous residents and were Equine Advocates' first non-equine residents that resided here at the sanctuary. Herbert was a Nubian goat, so he's very large, much larger than these two here, these pygmy goats. And then Nahid and Momo were alpaca llama crosses, and they all came together. And the story of how they came here to the sanctuary is really interesting. Basically, what it was, a close friend of Susan and Karen's was moving out of the area and needed to relocate these 3. And there was someone lined up to take them. And unfortunately, that fell through at the last minute. And Susan and Karen, as a favor to their very close friend, took these 3 into the sanctuary. And they lived in Pony Hill, which, if you've ever visited, is filled with some miniature donkeys and miniature ponies. And so at one point there were a couple of llama / alpaca crosses and a Nubian goat. And so these 3 were there. And so they are no longer with us. Herbert passed away in 2009. Now he passed away in 2010, and Momo here passed away in 2012. But they were our first non-equines. And then a couple of our other ones here are Tuffy and Charlotte. Let me see which one. Tuffy's there with the horns. How cute is that? And this is little Charlotte. And so they have a similar story as far as coming to the sanctuary. It was another close friend who was relocating, had someone set up to take in this pair, and that unfortunately fell through as well. And so she reached out to Karen and Susan, and again, we did this favor to a close friend of the sanctuary, and we brought in Tuffy and Charlotte. And so Tuffy actually passed away first, and so Charlotte is the goat that we ended up getting Jakey and Cello here. They were the companions for Charlotte, and she passed away last year. I was here. Mm-hmm. I came here last year and started working here, and I remember Charlotte. She was the cutest thing. Yeah. She was so cute. And she actually lived a very long life for a goat. She really did. I believe she was, let me see, I've got my little notes here. She was about 17 years old, which for a goat.
That's very old.
Very
their
old.
Their lifespan is only until about 15.
Yes.
So she surpassed
So she lived a long life. And so, yes. And so she was here when she lost her buddy, Tuffy. We brought in Jakey and Cello. And now we have these guys here.
That's right.
And we love them.
Yes,
and they
do.
play so much. It's so much fun to see them play.
They play, and they play hard.
Oh, yes. We'll see what happens when we bring out the raisins, but Cello likes to headbutt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's done as a dominance thing.
Yes, it is. But it is fun to come in and see them be like, no, I want pets.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm going to push you out of the way to get them.
Exactly.
Where is he? Come here.
Vying for attention. But they have a lot of fun, and they're always here to greet visitors.
There's a deer in the background.
Yeah, we have other non-equine residents.
Oh,
There's one.
In the distance, yes.
A deer in the distance. We always see deer
residents,
here.
but we allow them to come onto the property.
We do.
They come in. Well, we don't allow them. They just kind of come on.
Yeah, well, there's no stopping
We
them.
don't kick them out. So
No stopping them.
we've been seeing a lot of deer. Hello.
We actually also have barn cats.
We also
take
have
care of.
barn cats.
Like
yes.
Alex said, we do care for all animals. So animals that need homes.
The barn cats are elusive, though.
Yes.
I have only seen a few.
Yeah, they don't.
We have more than
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't
make an appearance. Yeah.
They're elusive.
They are elusive.
But yeah, so that's a little bit about our, history with. Oh, you are shedding a bit there. With some of our non-equine residents, and so we are very fortunate to be able to help out our friends in the past. And we just love having them. We love goats.
Yes, we do.
Love goats.
That's right. They're so cute.
So we love taking care of them.
You know what I love about Cello?
He just stares.
With his beard. His two-stranded beard.
Just a little bit.
They're just so funny. They're such funny characters. Now, I'm going to give some facts about goats. And I have to say, goats have some similarities to equines. Did you know that? So I was actually learned a lot myself when I was fact searching about goats. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. You guys are pretty interesting. Yeah. So before I do that, though, I want to give a shout out to Tony, Jakey, and Cello. Want to say hi to you. I know you're watching. So say hi.
Did he just sneeze? Bless you.
Yes, he did.
Bless you.
Okay, so goats, obviously their hooves are different than horses. They have cloven hooves, which means they're two-toed. There are two types of goats.
Hey, Chris. Uh-oh. Woo! So we brought out some snacks for him, and it looks like Jakey found them. How about I give him some snacks while you talk about some goat facts?
I think that's a good idea.
That.
We should make them wait too long.
So what we do is we do have like specific treats that are like goat snacks. But honestly, they love these. As you can see right now.
Raisins they love.
So we just give them a few.
I love the way they eat. I don't know if you can hear that
Did you
noise
hear that?
on
Let's
Facebook.
see. Let's get a little close-up of him.
Listen to the noise it makes. And they're so gentle. They just nibble, 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 and they suck it up almost. With their lips.
Hi, yes.
He's like,
I'll give you
okay,
some
me
too,
too,
as well. Don't you worry. just fell out of your mouth.
It did.
Did it fall? Okay.
Yeah, it's on
We'll
the
try
ground.
some more. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. So you have to be careful when you come in here with treats. Let's see if I can walk around and see if we can get them out of the corner. There we go.
No, before the live, they were chasing Alex around. Just like this.
Just like this, actually.
Well, while Alex is being the Pied Piper for our goats right now, I'll read some facts about them. So they are there are two types of goats. There's domestic farm goats and mountain goats, which live in the steep rocky areas. Now they are not obviously of the equine family, but they belong to the Bovidae family, which also includes antelope, cattle,
Oh goodness.
and sheep.
You're okay.
There are about 200 breeds of domestic goat. And the Anglo-Nubian goat, which is the goat that we had previously, weighs up to 250 pounds. So he must have been really large. One of the smallest breeds of the goat is the Nigerian dwarf goat, which is what we have here, two of them. Oh, Cello, be nice. That's what Jakey and Cello are, right? They're like, one of you might have raisins in your pocket, I think.
All right. Might have to slow down on these a little bit. I'm gonna
Keep on
see.
missing.
I'm gonna see. Oops, see, you probably got that.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to hide these somewhere. It's okay. What? Can you guys hear them? Any
Yeah.
noises? Can you guys hear?
He's yelling at her now.
You're yelling.
Oh,
Are you
he's-
yelling at me?
Cello just tried to eat my paper.
They'll also do that.
Yes.
They're goats.
Oh, let's pick up the
Oh,
paper.
yeah.
No, we're not going to eat the photographs. No. So silly. So anyway, goats are actually very social creatures, just like horses are. They live in groups called herds, just like horses do. They do not like to be alone. In herds, there's a dominant female throughout the year, just like horses, until mating season, of course. That's when the male takes over. And many times males only live with a few other males or by themselves. What do you think about that? Huh? They probably, like some horses when they're younger, they'll go off in a stallion, make a stallion herd when they're colts, when they're ready to leave their moms.
Yeah.
So then that's kind of what they do here.
Yeah.
So there are some similarities.
Yeah. Oh, and also, thank you for correcting me. I did misspeak earlier. I accidentally said pygmy goats. They are Nigerian dwarfs. So thank you, Michelle.
Oh, no
I
worries.
appreciate that. I realized as I said, I was like, that was wrong. I misspoke.
No, well, actually, they are called pygmy goats. So.
Oh, well, there we go.
There you go. Goats are herbivores. They do not eat meat. Many domestic goats will also eat, unfortunately, trash, houseplants, or any other items they might find lying around, like our photographs. And Cello's going to give him an inch. Cello, you're so funny. Goats actually have 4 stomach compartments, and it takes them 11 to 15 hours to digest their food.
Oh.
Can you believe it? Isn't that crazy? Jakey is over there looking for more raisins. He
I
might
hid
find
them.
that one on the ground.
I moved the can up much higher. I don't know if you can see it. It's up there.
Yeah.
I don't think they could get up to the where I
definitely
put them. So.
Definitely not. Oh my goodness.
I was gonna say, can you guys see how high I put the raisins? If they can reach it, they deserve it. I think if they can reach that can, then they deserve it.
That's the prize. So let's see. A male goat is called a buck or a billy. Unless it's castrated, then it's called a wether. Female goats are called nannies. Jakey, she doesn't have any on her.
I don't anymore.
He says, well, she should. Baby goats are called kids. And the mothers usually, they're just pregnant with them for roughly 150 days. And within minutes of being born, just like horses, the kids are up and walking around. At 3 to 4 months, the kids are weaned, and at 30 months, they are ready to have kids of their own.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Kids that weigh 2 to 4 pounds at birth, and a female averages about 2 kids per litter, but can occasionally give birth to 3, which would be rare, right? What do you you think about that, huh? Let's see. They're weaned at 10 months, at which point they begin to graze independently. And they are grazers, just like horses are. They love to graze.
Absolutely.
Goats and sheep are different species, and there are several physical and behavioral differences. A goat's tail, as you can see, usually points in the upward direction, unless it's frightened or sick. Now, sometimes they will point downward, but most of the time you'll notice that they are up, and that is actually a good sign. Goats are independent and naturally curious, and we can definitely see that with their personalities. Every once in a while, you'll be walking through the barn, and whose head will pop up? But Jakey and Cello,
just like peering over the half-wall. Hi there.
And they climb. They're excellent climbers, and they climb. They use their two front hooves to climb up the wall.
So I'm hoping they can't get to the race.
Yeah, that would be pretty miraculous if they could get that high, I think. Goats' coats do not require shearing or combing unless they're Angora goats. Most goats have horns. Goats were one of the first domesticated animals. Now you'll notice Jakey and Cello don't have horns, and that's because some people, when they're babies, don't let them grow, unfortunately. And I think that's what happened with Jakey and Cello. But they're doing well, aren't you? And you can kind of feel on the top of their heads where their horns would be.
The bumps.
Yep. Right, buddy? I love the way they chew. It's so cute.
You can see Cello out there just peering. He does it a lot. You'll come out here and you'll be like, "Where's Cello?" And he's just looking at you like from around the corner. A little creepy sometimes.
He's got those beautiful blue eyes though that just like glare.
They're striking.
They are striking, and I think he's more shy than Jakey is.
A little bit. Well, it depends on his mood. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. So, just like horses have horizontal pupils, well, in bright light, goats have rectangular pupils, and that's to help them have a better view. They don't see as, like horses can see almost entirely around them. Goats, almost. It's about 280 degrees. Let's see. About pygmy goats specifically, could be pygmy goats or dwarf goats. The name is interchangeable. Domestic breed originating from Africa, West Africa. They're known for their small size and outgoing personalities.
Oh, that's true.
For being agile climbers. There we go. Let's see. Lifespan is about 15 years old. So as we said, Charlotte exceeded that lifespan. Their diet consists of grass, leaves, twigs, and shrubs. But as you can see, they love treats also. Raisins, hay are also among the things that we give them. Fruits and vegetables can also be part of their diet.
You were mentioning hay. It's so funny. So when our Melissa, our equine care manager, she goes or other workers here, whoever is doing the feeding, goes around to the main barn and throws the hay into each of the stalls. These two go crazy. They'll run around. They'll be like, "Oh my gosh, it's here!" Yep. It's so funny to see.
They do. I think, as people do, we all enjoy our food.
Eagerly wait for mealtime, and we get excited when the plate's in front of us.
Absolutely. So it's no different with animals, right? No different. We love our food. Let's see. Like I said, they're grazers, just like horses are. They prefer leaves, plants, and vines over grass, actually. I guess grass is not their most favorite. Fun fact, pygmy goats do not shed their horns. So if you want to determine their age, just like by a horse, if you want to determine a horse's age, you look at their teeth. With goats, you look at their horns, which I thought was pretty interesting. And you can determine their age by counting the growth rings, kind of like trees. Now, pygmy goats, their weight ranges from, 35 to 50 pounds, or for females, 40 to 60. I'm sorry, 35 to 50 pounds for females and 40 to 60 for males. They come in a large range of colors, just like horses. And they're all unique and special and different. Right, Jakey?
Just hiding back here.
He's like, "I've had enough of this. I'm going inside. No more raisins. I'm leaving."
But if you come in here, you can see the hay that we drop off to them. So they have this space. They actually kind of have two areas
That they
They've got the
share.
openings that they can go in. So over there you can see all that in the corner.
That they made a mess
This.
with.
And then when the weather is really nice, we have the access out there. So they get a lot of space.
Yes, they do.
Come on.
And every once in a while, you'll see them, you know, in a different area of our property. And
Yes,
they enjoy that as well.
The goat parade.
Excuse me. I don't know if anybody saw them. He literally just took my paper and nibbled on it. I now have a dent in the paper.
Well, there we go.
Thank you very much.
Snacks.
Snacks.
Yes.
It's
So
fiber.
there'll be sometimes you'll walk and you'll just see them walking, being leaded on a leash by one of our workers here, because we have another section of the sanctuary that's kind of closed in. That's kind of like their play area,
Yes.
just a different area that they can go in. It's got some other little toys and hideaways in there. So it's like a little goat parade. You just see them walking over there.
Yep. And they are funny characters.
And they're very vocal if they've been in there for a bit, and they're like, I'm ready to go back.
Yes, this is their 2-bedroom condo.
Yes, that's what this is. And that's their little resort that
Yes.
they go to.
Yep.
Yes.
For their recreation.
Their recreation.
Jakey.
He's like, yes. What you doing? Where did Cello go?
He's left.
He's left?
He found the raisins.
Oh, wait, what?
I mean, he didn't get them, but he found them. He knows they're up there.
Oh, dear.
He's like, look.
You don't win a prize for finding them.
He's like, do you guys see that those things that we like are up there? Do you notice that I want them? Look, like he's trying to get our attention.
He's like, so they're there and I'm down here.
Oh boy. What
He
was
he
that?
squeaked a little bit.
Really? What are you guys doing?
It's just fun to come out here and just watch them.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's why, again, if you visited Sanctuary, you know, we have a bench place right next to their area. So you can just sit and watch them. Watch them play. It's
Because
so,
let me
it's
tell
so
you,
entertaining.
it is entertaining because sometimes they put on a show.
Oh, they absolutely do.
Right? Sometimes you guys put on a show. Now,
They're being hit with the kids
Oh,
during
yeah.
our
Oh, yeah.
our humane education field trips when they come here to the sanctuary and then go on a tour after the lesson. The kids love the goats.
Oh, absolutely, they do. Now, Jakey, just like horses have a spot, I think all animals have a spot. But they like it to be rubbed.
Ooh, you found it.
Oh, yeah, he likes this.
Oh, yeah. That chest area.
Look at his eyes. Do you see his eyes? He's like in a trance.
He's like, maybe a nap time.
Does this feel good, buddy? Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, he heard something. What's Cello doing in there? Is he eating all the hay on you? Oh, no. Cello's doing something in there. He's making some noise. I don't know what he's doing. What do you think, buddy? Well, does anybody have any questions for us about equine advocates or about our lovely goats here? Go on.
There you go. Go on.
I love their personalities. They're so funny.
There's some noises happening in the main barn, and I think they're like, what's going on?
Oh, that's what it is.
What are we looking at? What's going on?
Is it female?
I feel like they're
Yes,
always like here at the main barn. We have some doggies and horses and Jakey and Cello here. I feel like they talk to each other.
I would say so, yes. I think they're trying to make the decision. Do we want to visit with them, or is something else going on that we're going to miss?
Something more interesting happening on the other side of the wall, inside the barn. Cello does have a very nice beard.
He does. They're so funny. I
What are
love
you guys
it.
waiting on?
They definitely think they're getting something. I don't know what. It's
guys.
not feed time yet. Not yet. You have a whole bunch of hay to work on still.
They're just chewing.
Come on out, Cello. Come here. I'll think about it. Aren't they cute? They're so handsome. There's the
we forgot to mention, Jakey has a nickname, Jumping Jake,
That's right.
because of the way he hops around when he goes and plays.
And it is funny when you're walking around the neighborhood, all of a sudden you see them just kind of lounging around. Now, Cello's spot seems to be right by the edge of the fence.
Oh my
Where
gosh.
he likes to lay down and just enjoy the sun. And Jakey is often found on the table.
On the table, yes.
On top
He
of the
sits
table.
on the table, that's his spot.
That's his spot.
Likes to be up high.
get it.
That is the highest spot in their home.
But they are funny when they butt heads and play around like that. I have seen that, and it's hilarious.
Although, have you ever been on the receiving end of when they kind of knock into your
No,
leg?
that I have not
That's not as fun.
I can imagine.
When they're playing around and you accidentally get in the middle of it, but it's all good.
Yeah.
You guys just see his eyes. Again, they're so striking. That icy kind of color.
I know, I love it. I think he's trying to figure out what we're all doing.
Yeah, like, you guys have been here just kind of staring at me. All right, should we give you guys your space now? Maybe a couple more raisins before we leave?
I think that's a good idea. Oh, I swear that they heard that.
Uh-oh.
You said raisins, they both.
That's the word they know.
They're like, wait
Do
a
you
minute.
want to try giving him some?
Sure.
All right, I'll
give
take the
one,
papers.
you do the other.
That might be best.
Okay, let's do that. All right. Who wants some? I'll wait until you're ready.
Maybe if I shake the box, they'll come out.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, yeah. Here it goes.
Hey! Okay, I'll get you.
There you go, my friends.
There we go.
Oh,
That's it.
Gone in an instant.
They inhaled them.
All right, everyone. Well, we hope that you enjoyed our non-equine live today, and that next time you come to our sanctuary, you'll come and give these guys a big hello.
Oh, please do. Give them so much love. They
Yes.
love us.
And we'll see you next week.